Hi, I'm Alyssa Rosenberg from Washingtonian, and we're here with Derek Brown at the Columbia Room to talk about last night's episode of Top Chef. I think one of the things that struck me about the episode is that it was kind of a missed opportunity. If you're going to go out to Mount Vernon, why not talk about local agriculture, or maybe challenge people to do some historically themed cooking? They could have done something other than have a bunch of interns out for a barbecue.
Yeah, I definitely think that in this case, they took, what is generally perceived of as Washington, which is actually quite transient, and put this in a Washington landmark.
Yeah.
So in that sense, I felt, you're absolutely right.
It was sort of Washington overload without any actual sense of the location or the people involved.
Exactly. It was really great to see Arnold break out, because he's kind of like... he's an interesting character,
He's a cartoon character, let's be
a lot of
perfectly
fun.
honest.
Yeah. He's talking about being styled and all of that, and that's sort of, I guess so far it's been a little unusual to have somebody who is sort of that self-conscious about their style and how they appear on the camera there, at least outwardly.
The lamb kebab sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah, I have to say that it's interesting how this, correlates to the sort of visual experience, but you're just really, that was the one to me that when I looked at it, I was like, wow, the gazpacho, the tabbouleh, all of that really like appealed to me. But with that said, trying to pair a cocktail to that is a little complicated because there's a lot of flavors going on.
Yeah.
I really almost gave up and said, well, there's a red wine I think that will go nicely with this. What I decided to do was pick an extremely flavorful cocktail that I thought would pair nicely with it. And what I went with is a variation on a classic cocktail called The Last Word. This one's been updated and sort of reimagined by a bartender named Phil Ward, who works at Mayowell in New York. And this one is called The Final Word. So first we're going to add the ice to the shaker. I've got some hand-cut cubes here. Since it's hand-cut, I'm going to go ahead and rinse the ice. And we're going to start with rye whiskey. And I think Old Overholt is a good, inexpensive brand to use. And it's 3/4 ounce. In fact, this is an easy recipe to remember because all of the ingredients are 3/4 ounce. Next we're going to put in 3/4 ounce of green chartreuse, and it's a monk-made liquor which has a very herbaceous quality to it. And then I'm going to use 3/4 ounce of maraschino liqueur. Again, this is made from the pits of marasca cherries and has a slight savory character to it, which I think will go really great with the dish. And then just to give it a little acidity and brighten it up, we're going to put 3/4 ounce of lime juice. And then we've got to shake it all up. And then, finally, we're just going to add a cherry to it. And there you have it. That's the final word.